Well, hello, welcome back. We're amazed if you are back. This is episode 2 of Everyone Loves My Mother.
I got them in a size 26. Huge mistake.
26?
I mean, if my face starts to go purple, it's because I can't breathe.
Mum, this does not put you in a good light in any
Anyway,
way.
I took 2 pairs. I am definitely trying to get freebies from Roger Vivier. Little people everywhere.
Mum,
pack,
you can't say this.
They do. More than one.
No. Do your hands fit in them? Like. Today we are talking all things fashion. Mm-hmm. They're like glory of fashion, but also the major fashion fails, of which we've both had quite a few. We're going to talk about why we love it, why we hate it actually,
True.
What makes us feel good, what makes us feel bad.
Tips,
advice,
designers we love.
It is my kind of real passion.
No,
It was your first true love.
It was my first true love.
Well, tables were probably my first. Well,
Yeah. We start the episode and I'm about to ask you what you're wearing, but first, I've just got to introduce you to my accessory of the day. This is Betsy. And I know it's a bit kind of cliche that I'm in a pink jumpsuit holding a poodle, but this is my new beloved friend, my new companion, my 5th child, Betsy, and she's going to join us on some of the episodes. Maybe we'll have a whole dog episode.
Yeah.
Because
then I could bring Dorothy.
I have a much nicer dog than Mum. Joke. No, that's a big joke. Huge joke.
'Cause I love Dorothy.
What are you wearing today, Serena?
Okay, well, I know, please excuse the noise, because I sound like I'm driving around in a luxury car. But
Wait, it's like the episode in Friends when Ross wears those leather trousers.
I've been dying to wear these trousers. I will say, hashtag I was given them. They're by my favorite brand, Serena Fresson. I can't remember the color, like a nut color, chocolate leather. I got them in a size 26. Huge mistake.
26?
I mean, if my face starts to go purple, it's because I can't breathe, because they're so tight around my...
Sorry.
I had olive oil virtually to get me in. Anyway, now what am I wearing on my feet, Alice?
You're wearing the Christmas present I bought you.
Look, Roger Vivier. Now, yeah. If I was to be a shoe, this is who I'd be. And if I was to only wear one shoe, one brand, this would be who I'd be.
Not that you're trying to get freebies again.
I am definitely trying to get freebies from Roger Vivier. 39.5, Roger. I would love to meet you. I'm your girl, Roger Vivier. And then a shirt, an English brand called WNU. Do you know
we
that?
love them.
Do you know what that stands for?
Yeah, with nothing underneath.
Yes. And
we're proud of them. They're like a...
Yeah, and this is the first time I've worn this shirt. It's sort of like a men's
great.
tuxedo, because I like a tuxedo. I like quite a plain look. Yeah. And then I'll go on to say, accessorizing it, all-time favorite new Me&M purchased by me.
God, I didn't know they did jewellery.
Yeah, in fact, I nearly bought 2, but they sold out. I shouldn't have posted it. And in Me&M, J.Crew
you are
earrings.
that influential.
Yeah, J.Crew earrings, and one of my favorite American designers who we did a collaboration with, Carolina Herrera necklace.
Oh yeah, that is fab.
Yeah, so there we have. And my eternity ring.
I'll be a bit quicker. I'm just wearing
What do you want, a medal?
an Emelia Wickstead pink jumpsuit.
If I could wear that, my life would be complete.
It's so great.
Actually, if I could wear it sleeveless, because you have it sleeveless.
I have it sleeveless too. You dress it up, you dress it down, you can put a supega with it. It makes you feel strong, but it makes you feel feminine. Because
how many colours do you have it in?
A few.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It's annoying.
It's this is the powder pink version, but which I thought was nice. Spring is coming. I have it in blue, but it's also a great one when you don't know what to wear.
I've seen you wear it sleeveless with a denim jacket.
Yeah, love that.
It is Emelia. I'm a huge fan. If you could build it for like an elephant, I'm your girl.
I love a jumpsuit.
I'm
wearing my beloved Mary Jane Manolos.
Yeah.
with a heel, a nude Mary Jane Manolo, and I don't accessorize. I just wear my.
Well, today I'm wearing something
You're always accessorizing, but let's move on. So, Mum, you are a tiny bit older than me.
Yeah. How many years am I older than you?
26.
26.
You were born in the 60s, but you've you've styled yourself in the 80s, 90s, noughties. Have you?
I hate that word, noughties.
Okay. Has your style changed? Were you ever
and
wearing...
I know that I'm a broken record, and this is genuinely, it's not meant to be funny, but it is weight related. And it really is. So when I was younger and I weighed about 50 kilos, 48 kilos, the world was my oyster.
Mum, did you really weigh 48 kilos?
I really did.
Okay.
I really did. One could dress differently. And the older I've got, the larger I've got. And so I would love to wear what you're wearing today, but that would not be.
But talk me through the idea of were you wearing leather jackets in the 80s?
No. Well, firstly, it was much more formal. So when I was your age, and a bit younger, if we went out to lunch in London, 100% we'd be wearing a suit.
Mhm. And there was more shoulder pads.
More shoulder pads, and it was just, it was unheard of. Whereas today in London, you could easily wear what I'm wearing today, or what you're wearing today, or wear a pair of great jeans, trainers, and a leather jacket.
And did people drink at lunch in the 80s?
Probably. I don't day drink. I night drink, but I don't day drink.
And tell me, what is your favourite, from the 60s, even when
60s, I was...
Yeah, but no, but I'm saying from
Nappy.
the 60s, from when you were born, what is your favourite era in that?
I probably love the 80s. I mean, I have a lovely collection of Chanel,
Suits.
Valentino, can't get my right arm into it, Valentino dresses, suits, Saint Laurent. I have a Saint Laurent dress.
They are completely differently tailored, because I can fit into all of those Chanel things.
You can or you can't?
I can,
yeah.
But it's a completely different fit. They've got wider shoulders. They are kind of oversized, which is a different look than we have now.
What, Chanel is oversized?
Yeah, I've tried them on.
Well, not in the 80s, it wasn't. But I love fashion now. I love that you can wear anything now.
And what would your go-to affordable designers be?
Affordable is a tricky word, but I'm a huge fan of Me&M. I wear a lot of Me&M. Jeans, I could say I could always wear frame jeans. J.Crew in America, love J.Crew. And there's a brand, there's a business called Tuckernuck. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I've met them. I had dinner with them.
Really, they have an amazing selection of clothes. What do you think?
What do I think?
I mean, a big brand, small brand across...
I love La Veste. I think La Veste is
love La Veste.
Great. And I think it's worth paying that tiny bit more for getting a lot more. I wear Shaft jeans.
What
no one will know what that is.
Shaft?
Shaft is a
small,
a
thin
brand.
people.
Everyone likes my brown kind of chocolate jeans I wear. That's Shaft. But I'm a trouser suit person.
I am a trouser suit person. I love. And I'm a velvet jacket person.
Yeah, no, I'm not that. But I think in business, particularly as a woman, it is quite hard to strike the right tone. And I can't go to meetings in a dress. And what else do you wear? I think you're not going to wear a skirt suit anymore.
And also you can wear a sharp suit with a pretty shirt.
Yeah.
So it crosses both that.
You can make it floral, you can make it fun. I love it. Actually, I have really great Topshop velvet suits from
and
my
Zara
fashion
as well?
days. I have some Zara. Yep, I have probably more Zara shirts. I wear a lot of Zara boots.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough years and years ago, when I was 28, I got a very small role at American Vogue and I was a contributing editor there. And that definitely kind of fueled my fire for the beauty of fashion. And definitely I started going to all the shows more and really seeing the kind of depth of beauty was, definitely resonated with me. But also I think I think we're too apologetic about fashion. And I agree that the consumption of it is bad, but I think that it is an art form, how we dress ourselves.
And it's a mood lifter and dropper if you can't put them on. But it is a mood lifter.
But if you go to like an art gallery, people kind of praise going and looking at beautiful pictures and having beautiful pictures on your wall. And I really see fashion as another version of art and how you can elevate your everyday into something that could be quite boring. I mean, I'm always a person, I look on the tube when I go, or I look at when I get off a train, or I look at when I'm in an airport.
What other people are wearing.
Or I'm just the only person wearing colour, which probably is a bad thing. But I think that, I think it should be celebrated. And I do think clothes can make one feel better.
Completely. Or worse.
Worse.
Yeah, completely.
And tell me, I think this is interesting on that. I was just interviewed by the Telegraph for this question. And they said, if you're just not feeling great, you're having a bad headache, you've overeaten on the lamb burgers.
Go quiet, go dark,
yeah,
go navy.
What do you go?
Go navy, go comfortable. I have some Me&M elastic, they're not elastic, but what's that fabric called when it's like a woven heavy thing? And they're just comfortable, pull-on trousers, cashmere sweater, Uniqlo white T-shirt, high crew neck, and that's it.
Yeah. Favorite trainers?
Well, I know I have a problem with trainers. I have 2 pairs coming today.
Good, because you wear like old woman trainers.
You say that. They're not old women trainers, but I quite like plain trainers. But I have 2 pairs hopefully coming today, but the Royal Mail's just messaged me and there's been a problem.
Do you think you now have to dress appropriately for your age?
Yes and no. I mean, one can't I couldn't show my middle part. That would be inappropriate. Mm-hmm. I think you do need to know your age, but there shouldn't be too many boundaries.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mutton dressed as lamb is a saying for a reason.
Serena.
Yeah, Tom.
No,
what?
Everyone loves my mother-in-law.
Well, that's very kind. That the podcast would suggest that could be true, but I think
There's no mutton here.
No, I think you just want to be happy, and I'm going to use the word relatively comfortable because I'm only relatively comfortable now.
Yeah, you got to wear clothes that actually fit you.
These don't fit me, but I'm going to wear them until they do. And they're leather, so I'm thinking they're going to give a bit. But Emelia Wickstead is one of my favourite designers. Who would you say your top 5 designers?
Well, that's a lot.
Okay, well,
top 5 kind of money, no object.
Yep, go anywhere you like. 5.
I would say Carolina Herrera.
Yes.
Monique Lhuillier.
Yes.
Emelia Wickstead. I'm a big fan of Alessandra Rich. Valentino. Mm-hmm. Probably. Mm-hmm. But there are also ones that are, unattainable, but we're not Chanel level.
No. What about fashion icons? I think mine would be Catherine Deneuve. Yeah. Anyone who knows who she is. Absolutely beautiful. And Princess Caroline.
Of Monaco.
Who else? Who do you admire?
I mean, it's always been, growing up, it was Kate Moss for me.
I know you were going to say that. Kate Moss.
Yeah, she was a real, when I was at fashion school, she was the one that really, those current day shoots, mm-hmm. or the Liberty Ross days. Mm-hmm. I think she's a real Brit icon, and that has continued.
Jackie Kennedy.
I think Princess Catherine,
hats off to her,
really doesn't get it wrong.
No, she doesn't get it wrong. What did she wear? She wore that gold Philippa Lepley. Now, Philippa made her wedding dress. Yeah. She looked spectacular in that.
She really did.
When we have this podcast thing, can you put little photographs of what we're talking? Can they put photographs of what we're talking about up?
I will try.
We'll try to do a good job, Tom.
The producer.
Remember, she looked so beautiful in that gold dress. And Alice in your wedding dress.
Yeah, well, you're a bit biased saying I looked good in my wedding dress.
Of course she did. Tom's still here.
Can I introduce the best moment or meltdown of the week, please?
I was about to do that. What was your meltdown of the week, Mum?
I've forgotten. Daisy and I spoke about it now. I can't remember. What was it, Daisy?
Mum, you need to remember these things.
I know,
Did you do your revision before this?
Too many to remember.
This week, let me think. I'm still cross with British Airways.
Okay.
No, but I am still cross with British Airways, and that's going to continue to be the worst part of my week for a long, long time.
Okay, but was there a best moment? Did anything good happen to you this week?
The florist came and replanted my blue and white planters with Christmas roses and hyacinths.
Christmas?
Yeah.
Sweet. I mean, you've definitely lost
Victoria.
Anyone listening.
No, but you see...
At this point...
But that gives me a high. That gives me a high. Beautiful...
Do you know what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to go and fake something.
I will, okay. I'm just going to sit... I'm not going to listen to your answer. I'm just going to think about what else I can say.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you my meltdown of the week. And I'll try and keep it very short. I was flying back on the plane. Yeah. I was flying back from America on a long-haul flight with my 1-year-old. Mm-hmm. And I actually did embarrassing. I went to CVS, that is like a Boots in the US, and I found some melatonin for 2 years and under. And Margot's 20 months, and I thought, she's super tall. It's fine. Sorry for all the doctors out there who are going to say I'm kind of did the wrong thing.
2 years and under. She was 2 years.
No, sorry, 2 years and over. Sorry. 2 years and over, sorry.
Right.
But I thought she's so tall, Mum. I thought she's so tall, it would be...
Well, just like me, I gave Ellen anyone who listened to a previous episode.
Oh my God, it's similar.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so in 2 episodes, both of you have drugged your children.
Yeah. Anyway, found the 2 years and over melatonin. Margot passed out. All the women, as they do on the plane, and men, sorry, you get on and everyone's looking at you going, Jesus, she's got the 20-month-year-old. And anyway, amazingly, passed out, slept for about 4 hours of a 10-hour flight. Mm-hmm. She woke up halfway through and she just looked at me and she went, done. And I was like, Margot, you're not done. So I was like, what am I going to do? So I tried to read to her. I jiggled her. Anyway, she started crying. And I thought, my God, what am I going to do? But I just had this my gut was, you're going to go back to sleep. Mm-hmm. Minutes later, there is a woman standing over my head. And the saddest thing is she was a mother. And she said, please take your child out of the cabin. You're disrupting. There are other passengers. And you're waking up my 2 children, who, by the way, were 8 and 10. And I just thought, where am I going to take Margot to? The
Yeah.
cockpit?
Yeah.
Get on the
Clearly-
wing?
Yeah. Throw us out of the window. Open the door.
I was so surprised. I thought she was going to come over and say, can I help?
Yeah.
Can I do
How
anything?
mean. I can tell you what she's never going to find a parking space at Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. And my husband was obviously asleep, not helping at all. But my instinct was don't move. And minutes later, Margot actually went straight back to sleep.
silly
So had
woman.
I moved her, it would have maybe been the end, and she would have been
I
awake
wonder
the
if
whole
she's
flight.
listening to this podcast.
If you're listening to this podcast, you're a mean person.
Yeah, and you
I
won't
would
get a
not
parking space.
do that. You know, we really... Anyway, that was my meltdown of the week. And my moment, again, it was a bad week. I don't think I had one.
Surely our best moment, Alice, was your mother coming to stay.
Yeah, mum basically lives here.
I bet.
Okay, so I'm going to talk a bit about some of my biggest fashion faux pas. Because I've had a few.
No, you haven't. But there's one that sticks to my mind, and obviously someone in the team will get it up and will put it on a slide.
A really bad one was...
Valentino, I'm afraid.
Dressing pregnant is really quite hard, especially I was working in fashion for the majority of my pregnancies. Mm-hmm. And I suppose your hormones are a little bit all over the shop, and really maybe just play it down when you're pregnant. Like wear suits with like a little bit of a bump showing. Also, I was probably the era that you didn't really hold your bump. You were hiding it all a bit more. And I wore this kind of Valentino ruffled.
You look like a ship in full sail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like the colours were bad as well. And for some reason, when I got my makeup done, I didn't wear my normal lip colour, and I went for like an orange that matched the dress. Anyway, the photos are, that was a
But it's an interesting thing, because if if someone asks you how you look, you've got that moment to say something, but only if there's an alternative.
Yeah.
Don't you find that with people when they say, how do I look? Well, you know that if that's the only thing they can wear, just say you look fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah. So you tell people?
Yes,
the
I
truth?
lie. Yes.
Oh, you lie?
Well, if that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone was in their wedding dress walking down the aisle and they said, how do I look? I said, well, let's go and see if there's something else in the cupboard.
Yeah, I see what you mean. If there's an alternative. Yeah, you're right. But I do say if there is an alternative, they're like, which one?
Yeah, I agree.
Or
No,
there
I
are
like
those
that. I
mean girls
appreciate
who
that.
actually want the people to look bad. I've never been that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, that looks great on you. Or those people who are like, you look great this morning when you literally look your worst.
Yeah.
Never trust those people. What about your fashion faux pas, Mum?
You tell me. I don't remember. When did I last make one? I'm sure I do every day, every other day.
There was that jacket, like that fake bomber jacket with like leather sleeves.
Oh,
That
I
was
love
quite
that.
bad,
The navy blue one.
Yeah,
I
it's
love that.
Black. Yeah,
It was navy blue.
You're making quite a lot of noise.
I
in
know. I
these
feel like I'm
trousers.
in a Bentley rolling around.
Yeah.
But
But you're
it
not.
doesn't-
Those trousers are extremely noisy.
No, I know, but then I really love them. I'm going to wear them a lot. Get used to them. You say I have to wear a new... Oh, this is interesting. I have to wear a new outfit each episode. That is not going to be achievable.
Your wardrobe is bigger physically than mine.
And we've discussed why.
Why?
Because I've been very many different sizes.
So you keep all your other sizes.
Yeah, and for a rainy day.
You also do that with sports clothes. You have sports clothes for every single sport.
Yes,
there
in
is.
case I wanted to play one.
And do you, out
Badly,
of interest,
I would
do
add.
you do any sport?
No.
No. But if I would say to you, do you have a tennis outfit? What's your answer?
100%. Lacoste, 1970s.
And
you
that,
could sell it for a fortune.
So not
Orange
only
and white.
do you not play tennis,
90s.
it's a size 8 and you don't play tennis.
No, but it's, I've always considered these things. And
You've got even-
this is not a tennis. And let's move away from my sportswear.
You've got driving gloves. Do you ever wear those?
No, golf driving or
You've
car
got
driving?
like long Chanel leather driving
They're
gloves.
not.
What are they?
Actually, there is a story. I remember. Now, I don't know how easily repeatable this is.
I don't know if it is either.
Carry on.
But when my ex-husband left me, when you were but a tiny wee baby, he left me also with some of his credit cards.
Mum, this is not.
Now, am I not allowed to talk about this?
Well, I mean, you have. So.
Yeah, come on.
And he was quite, should we say, guilty. So was feeling quite guilty. And he said to me that I was only to use these credit cards in an emergency. Well, let me tell you, there were some emergencies. And I remember going into Chanel on Sloane Street, very nice woman who was there. I don't even remember her name now. I used to know all the people like that. Anyway, I have full length brown Chanel leather gloves with buttons all the way down the side. And they were like, like $1,500.
Mum, this does not paint you in a good light in any
Anyway, I
way, shape, or
took
form.
2 pairs. No, literally, there were
Where are they?
emergency
So where
after
are they
emergency. I've got them still.
And do your hands fit in them?
That's a tiny bit unkind.
Yeah. Do they?
Like, no. So there were loads of emergencies. And he was, so guilty. that he was too afraid to call me up on it. I did have to give them back eventually. But
What, the credit cards or the gloves?
credit cards. I kept the gloves.
I wouldn't mind using the gloves. And tell me, so on that, packing for travel, how do you do that?
Badly, very, very badly.
Yeah, you do. And you
Very,
spiral.
I spiral.
Yeah,
I
for a long
definitely spiral.
time.
And the worst thing about packing, I find, is that the things you think about putting right at the end, last minute, will I wear that? You do wear it. So it makes you always spiral when you pack.
Yeah, you
You
spiral.
have packing fairies who help you pack.
I need to say that.
I mean, I have to say, if there was a film to watch that, that would be gold dust.
Bitch.
Alice picks up things and throws them.
Don't
Literally
throw them.
throws them on the ground.
You shouldn't be unkind.
And then it's the truth. And then little people everywhere,
Mum,
pack,
you
pack.
can't say this.
They do. And oh, we've
You're a
arrived
really
packed.
mean
And
person.
actually, the other thing is when we travel and we go on tour, as they call it, like we're a band.
So there could be alternative name for this podcast, Alice. Everyone loves my mother, although she's a.
Yeah.
Because
What do
I
you
spot-
mean on tour?
When we go traveling for Mrs. Alice for
Remember,
work.
people don't know.
Oh,
who
okay.
we
Well,
are.
we go traveling for work, and we go around the world, America, and we travel for photo shoots in Europe. And I've been on a couple of these tours, and I think, behaved well enough to go on more than one.
Yeah, the jury's out.
The jury's out, and we know why that is, because we know why that is. Once again, hashtag British Airways, I will collaborate with you. Anyway, I will do one of those ads for like putting your seatbelt on.
Moving on.
Anyway,
My
so
packing.
packing.
You're a bit
No, where
unkind.
I'm going with the
'Cause you've
packing is
just-
she's
you've just
so
made out
lucky.
like I'm a fancy person.
You're
who
not
does
a fancy
nothing.
person. No,
I
that's
normally
the-
have about 10 minutes in my weekly schedule to pack, and so I have to maximise those 10 minutes.
And have a
yes,
team of packers.
I have. Do I have a team of packers?
More than one?
No. Most of the time.
More than one, but I've been in the room. But anyway, what I am so
you're really
hugely
unkind, actually.
no, what I'm really impressed with by your packing, and I genuinely am, even though there's a army in the room and you can't move, she packs in the order in which she's going to wear the clothes.
I also
It's
pack.
Fantastic.
I pack
and I am in
also-
my hotel room, no idea who to be, and whoever I was going to be is at the bottom of the bag. I'm like,
Well,
Alice,
I know
you're
that
ready.
this is about you and everyone else, my mother, but I'm going to answer because people ask me about my packing.
You do
So
a
what I
great-
do, if you're going somewhere hot and you're going for 11 days,
Mm-hmm.
I pack 11 day outfits and 11 night outfits, and I put them in 2 different piles.
Yeah,
And,
and
if you're going for 11 days, I would probably, to be safe, veer
Pack
on the side
25.
of... No, don't do that anymore. Packed only 1 bag this
Okay, I
this
know, I
holiday.
saw that.
I probably go for like 13 and 13, or no one
Mm-hmm.
goes away for 11. So like 7 days, pack 8 and 8. And that's what I do. And then you do quickly shoes, quickly bags,
Yeah,
quickly
but you are
bikinis.
genuinely, I mean, you are telling people, people are helping you, but you are organised and it's what you're going to, I have no idea when I arrive. So we're only in a hotel room for 1 or 2 nights.
But
so I
the
admire
only thing
it.
I would quickly say about packing that I really, one of my biggest pet hates in the modern world, I'm
Mm-hmm.
only 39 saying that, is that, soon to be 40, in 15 years ago, you got on a plane and you were allowed a bag.
Oh, God.
I find this kind of, when we travel, we're going to be penalised for bringing stuff.
And we are.
Really annoying.
I can tell when we go up to that desk that this is going to be fun.
No, but just
checking
no,
in.
I don't mean that, Mum. I just mean the concept of like, if you're going away and you're spending money to go away, you're spending money on that plane ticket, you might have gone to a hotel you've never gone before. Why should it be this feeling nowadays? It's like, it's frowned upon to bring stuff. Oh, try and put stuff on a plane. Well, no.
What's
I
it
don't-
called, that thing when you
that
travel?
overhead,
Oh, carry on.
Carry on. You know, it's just, in my view, if you want to wear nice clothes, wear nice clothes. It supports brands. We shouldn't be like, traveling with a backpack.
You're so right. The
But I-
only conceivable downside is that, if you overfill the plane, it will crash. That's all
Well,
that
I
can
don't
happen.
want to
That's the
say
only
this.
thing that can happen.
You're
And
probably,
also-
shush. So why can I not bring those on the plane?
I know. We've had some interesting times at check-in desk with people. Very, very interesting time. If there'd been a television crew there, someone would have had a good time. I think carry-on, I admire people who take carry-on.
What about the time you got arrested by a US
That is a
customs
good story, actually.
on the way to...
So when you were meant to ask me questions at the beginning
So
of
I
this
forgot.
podcast, but you didn't do that. She might need a little computer next time.
I don't want one.
In my fashion week days, I was flying into New York and I'd got my 2 bags and I was wheeling them out and the officer said, "Excuse me, come here." And I said, "Hi." And he said, how long are you here for? I said, 4 days. And he said, "What are you doing with 2 suitcases for 4 days?" And I rather embarrassingly kind of vacuously looked at him and said, "Well, I'm here for Fashion Week." He opens my bag, and because I have samples, the top of my bag was a Louis Vuitton bag with a tag on. So it obviously looked like I was selling it.
Of course it did.
So he basically unpacked my bags, and I think I had how many pairs?
For
29
4
pairs
days.
of shoes. And anyway, it took me a long time to wangle my way out of not being in.
But if anyone could, you could. So why don't you tell us how Fashion Week works for those? I mean, I've never been to Fashion Week.
I think Fashion Week, it works quite simply when you really love it and then you enjoy it. It is grueling, and it's a very quick schedule between 4 cities, and you go to show after show after show, and you go and meet people, and you have drinks, and you see the real hard work that goes into what these designers do season in, season out. But I think there's a moment when you've seen it and you've done it, and you then stop appreciating it as much as you used to, and that happened to me. And I think the moment that happens, you need to make way for other people to come and do it. And I was never in any way a kind of senior fashion girl, but you know, I had my time and a good time. But I think that you've got to really want to go to every show, and that's 2-3 times a year. It's a lot of time away from the children. It's great, but it's a privilege, and that's what. And I think the moment you see that, the moment it doesn't become a privilege, it's time to step away.
Check out. Absolutely.
It is getting to question
All right.
o'clock.
Oh, good.
Why are we calling it question o'clock, people?
What do you want to call it?
Just
Question
'cause you
o'clock.
put a clock on everything. Like when my mum wants a drink, she's like, "It's drinks o'clock." I mean,
Serena, drinks o'clock.
Yeah, sadly, not yet.
no, you're not drinking this week, Mum.
No, because I can't.
No, you
Serena, it's
I'm
drinks
not
o'clock.
I'm not allowed to.
Question
What are the
o'clock. What are the
questions?
questions?
What are the questions?
Okay, we have some questions.
I want to
from-
know who the questions are from in the
Well,
future.
we haven't written that, but
Well, I
we will
want
next
that
time.
because I like to think about that.
will next
personally.
time,
Okay,
promise.
thank you. Try harder.
What was your best fashion era?
Mine personally was, I mean, I've only been alive for 39 years, but I would say
Now?
no. It was when I was in my late 20s, early 30s. Yeah, and I wore mad things.
I would relate mine to kilos, so I'm going to say 55 to 60 kilos.
Okay, so you were like 35.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was
I don't weigh myself now, so I don't know. But anyway, that mine would be weight related. So I don't have an era. Next.
But is not era meant to be the era of fashion? Like I preferred the clothes of the 50s or the 60s.
She's saying she just preferred the clothes when she looked good.
Yeah, I was talking about myself.
Where do you get your dresses from the Mrs. Alice shoots?
Yes, we had a lot of these questions. So I don't own them, sadly. Some of them I do, but most of them I don't.
Some you do keep because you love them, you buy them.
But mainly I don't buy them, and I borrow them from designers. I have a great stylist called Olivia Buckingham, who's also a dear friend. And we work, a good month in advance, and we look at the tables we're laying, we look at the colours we're using, and sometimes we try and kind of match the table, but sometimes we try and think of something that will kind of juxtapose me and the table. It's really great. I mean, sometimes these dresses are heavier than me.
Oh, I know. They can walk in on their own. I have great
It's really
envy.
fun to bring
Yeah.
fashion actually into what we do.
I agree. Dress your table, dress your home, dress yourself.
Dress yourself. And it was actually, when I started Mrs. Alice, it was the one thing that I did kind of associate tableware and homeware a little bit with a kind of apron, which we love aprons. We sell a lot of aprons.
I love aprons.
You wear a lot of aprons. But
Every day.
I didn't see why there couldn't be an editorial side of the home. You see Chanel campaigns when women are kind of walking their dogs and they're like full Chanel get-up. Now, they're not walking their dogs in a full Chanel get-up. And I think it's the same with, I'm clearly not cooking a turkey wearing the gowns that I am.
Yeah, or even not wearing them. But yeah.
Or even not cooking them.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Not wearing it, not cooking them.
But it's fun, and I think it lifts it, and it gives that, gives the brand an editorial feel, and I think that makes it all a bit more fun. So I love wearing them.
And you wear them very well. I mean, I have to say, I arrive on set and I go, oh,
Get very, very cold.
or hot. Normally cold. We're normally
I'm
cold.
never hot.
No,
I
we're
get very
normally
hot.
cold.
So I
We're
have
normally
tips. I actually strap heat patches to my body when I'm on set, particularly when I'm shooting outside. If you have a bad back, I use those heat patches, and I literally put them in my inner legs, down my back, down my sides, and then I put thermal tights over them, and that helps.
Good. Okay, we'll need those.
And then
coming
you
up.
complain about being too warm.
No, I don't.
No, she doesn't. Next.
Another question from a follower. Where do you get your trousers from, Serena?
Well,
She'll
once
love this question.
Well, No, trousers, yes, I do get asked this a lot. And annoyingly, a lot of them come from Me&M, but they're very old and vintage. You know what I mean? They're 10 years old and they just a nice sort of, I love a cigarette pant. But as I say, jeans are from Frame. My really good trousers. I used to get some from Banana Republic, actually. I think that's closed down.
That was a great place.
Banana Republic. But a Me&M is a big go-to for me.
And do you ever go vintage?
Yeah, I do. I've got a fabulous vintage. And that silver shirt, the silver lame with the silver bow.
Oh, yeah.
I wear that. Oh, that was that one we did, Tom. You know, that film with me with the bow, with the, yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, that was vintage. Yes, I do. I love vintage.
I actually have a question, Serena.
Oh, yes, Tom.
Is that I was once asked to go to your wardrobe to get a white shirt.
Oh, yes.
And I opened your wardrobe, and then I opened the next door wardrobe, and on every level there were what must have been hundreds of white shirts.
Guilty as charged. And
like, is it?
Yeah, it's clearly something I've got a bit of a thing about, but I just love a white shirt. I love a frilled shirt. One thing I don't like, I do not like a shirt with a really long pointy collar. I don't like that. But I love a frilled shirt, a man's shirt, a tuxedo shirt, fitted, unfitted, caftan. Yeah, I probably got 100.
This leads me to the point that you taught me, is that when you love something,
buy more than one.
buy more than one.
I really believe in that.
Yeah, but
That is why
But
she has
don't
so
buy
many shirts.
120.
No, I don't buy 120. But I do have, if I have a nice shirt, I will buy 2 of them. The shirt I love now, I will buy 2 of them.
And also tell us about your Hope drawer.
My tummy's making noises. I think it's because the waist is so tight. I have a drawer called the Hope drawer. I have clothes in there that I hope one day to fit again. And I open it occasionally and go, Hope, you're not there. Close it again. Yeah, I have a Hope drawer. It's to the right of my bed. I'll show you one day.
And what's in there?
Small clothes.
Okay.
Like I've got lovely sort of Pucci trousers with a side zip in green. I've got some Paul and Joe. Yeah, and I've got some great stuff. And I love my children, but I'm not giving it to them.
Including me.
Yeah, including everyone.
I just wanted to quickly touch on this because I know
Here we go.
we're nearing the end of this episode. But, you know,
No.
traveling a lot, I do think as Brits,
Oh.
I'm proud that I think we still do dress up. You know, I think that British style, you know, I am often overdressed in all occasions, but particularly I think that we all do still dress up for in the evenings or make more of a lunch, or you know, sometimes when I travel around I feel that there's slightly less of that. We as Brits, we have that tradition of having changed more than once.
For dinner.
Change for dinner. And I think like, you know, slightly the more we can do that. You know, you've got one go at it. Why not make it?
And I think truly, I believe that clothes can lift your spirit and change your mood.
Definitely.
Truly. And if you just feel a bit down, I mean, I know it's good to wear sort of comfortable clothes and casual when you're feeling sort of cozy, but actually you can get too cozy and too comfortable.
And on that, just lastly, how do you go from day to night?
Well,
Like, do you have a very different day?
To when I'm in bed.
Well, I suppose you don't really go to
now. I
night,
probably
do
have
you?
got 20 dressing gowns. We both have.
Yeah, I have a lot of dressing gowns.
Long.
I didn't really mean actually day to bed time.
No. Oh, one thing is I rarely wear heels.
Why is that? Your feet don't fit in them.
No, my feet do fit in them. But I do actually, these new Roger Vivier, I think they're called Belle, and there's another one. And finally I found a heel I really like that's not too high. But I'm hopeless at walking in really high heels. But I think day to night, I actually like there to be a difference.
Yeah, me too.
I
Me
like
too.
there to be a
I'm not
difference.
good at that whole transition thing.
No.
Like, here's my trousers that I wore in the
No,
day, and I'm
not
like,
interested.
I've just changed the shirt. No.
No.
I'm a full, there's a day out.
Go big or go home.
Yeah,
Go
there's a
big or go
day
home.
and there's a night out.
And jewellery.
I'm not a jewelry person.
Oh, yeah, I am.
But Alice, don't you say that your mother spends most of her day in bed anyway?
I love
This
being in
is
bed.
true. Yeah.
We'll do a podcast from being in bed.
Yeah.
In bed. Because I love being, and I love nightwear, beautiful
Love
nightwear,
nightwear.
beautiful
The
sheets.
bed episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the
Duh,
countryside, I get into my dressing gown at
You do?
7:00.
plural. You do.
I put the children down and I get in it.
Yeah.
That is my nightwear. But listen, that really, again, if we haven't bored you all enough.
Yeah. Is anyone there?
Anyone?
Mum.
Yeah. Is it Pama? You're deaf, we know.
But you'll be watching, Mum. We
Yeah.
love you, Mum.
The
We
one
love you.
person still listening.
Yeah. I've loved this episode.
I've loved it. I am very excited that our next episode is going to be about
What?
the business and our
Oh.
business and working in business.
Yep.
Being a woman working in business.
Yep.
And really
Constantly
being a
exhausted.
mum
Yep.
trying to navigate having a business. It's something I feel really passionately about. So I hope you will listen.
I
Yeah.
can't wait to put notes in the show notes in.
What does this mean, show notes?
I think you can say things like what color lipstick you're wearing.
Oh, she still just wants a freebie.
I-
I don't, okay? And I'm not doing
Well,
this. In fact,
do not send anything in her size.
in her-
It's 39.5. British Airways 83237059 is my
in her contract, by the way, from Ms. Alice, she's not allowed to accept any freebies. So just
That
to
is not
remind
the
you all,
case.
just
I haven't signed
No, but I
anything.
didn't want you to anyone to think we're doing this for freebies.
Well, I am.
I want you to listen.
I
and I
absolutely
hope
am.
you enjoy
I will
it.
wear whatever
Tom's
you
doing
want.
this, like finish. We're finishing. See you next episode.
Yeah.
Bye from Betsy.
Bye.
Bye.